Welcome back to Living Local. It's time for another installment of our Community Plate series with Chef Stu, where we dive into some unique recipes and cuisine here in the Quad Cities. So today, we're learning about a new take on a traditional breakfast food. We're talking about waffles. And joining us, of course, is Chef Stu. Thanks for coming in again.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you for bringing food as well. That's always the other favorite, or my favorite part, besides you. Now, is it true that waffles, Chef Stu, they're not just for breakfast anymore?
I don't think so.
Or people trying to force it?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think the waffle iron is a neglected piece of equipment in the kitchen. You know, how often do you think about it? It's under the cupboard somewhere and you're like, oh, waffles, one day a month maybe, if you're lucky.
That is absolutely true. I think I won a waffle maker once at something, and
you won it?
It's
you use it
kind
a lot.
of there. No, I don't. I really should.
Let's dust it off. We'll have fun with it.
Okay, so waffles, the waffle maker doesn't get used enough. How do we make it more versatile then? How do we find some more uses besides just your standard waffle?
Right. So, breakfast is good, but you could also make your sausage in your waffle maker if you wanted to, if you had some raw sausage. So we're going to start thinking outside of the waffle and move into some other things. So you also aren't locked into breakfast. We have all kinds of things here, none of which are specifically designed for breakfast, but I would eat them all for breakfast too. The idea is get the waffle iron out, get some stuff out of the fridge and start mixing it together and stick it in there.
And just shove it in.
That's right.
Okay.
And it's not real complex. You can use whatever waffle iron you have. This one does a traditional round with 4 squares. You pull it apart. And this one is a little mini one.
Yeah, I hadn't seen one of those before.
Yeah. There's little square ones. They now have little personal ones. You can just make yourself a waffle lunch every day, something like that.
Awesome.
Pizza microwave.
Yes, there you go. Now, what we're going to put that in, aren't we?
That's
Whatever
right.
This is, what is that?
So this is
this
is our crab cake mix from Zeke's Island Cafe.
Okay.
And we have been toying around with the idea of waffles of different flavors, and we thought that would make a great one. So I'm just going to put a little in here, and you can do this at home with whatever you've got for leftover fish or chicken. You just chop it up, mix it together. What we do is we just add a little egg or some breadcrumbs or both. It just kind of depends on what you're starting with. If it's kind of dry already, a little bit of egg will work great. It'll hold it together. If it's kind of soupy or has a lot of liquid already in it, then you would want to add some egg and some breadcrumbs. And then you're just going to smush, smush, smush. And that's pretty much the entire technique. Think you can handle that?
Probably, yeah, you know.
So you're a waffle chef already.
There we go. Now, that's just, I guess we'll let that, how long does that need to, I mean, obviously.
So it depends on how dense the food is, really. This one will take about 3 minutes, maybe 4. That's why we made some up ahead, just in case they're not ready. But meat ones that we do over here, they take a little bit longer because they've got to cook all the way through.
Okay, so tell me, about these 3 ones we already have done here. What are all of these? Is this that? Or is
this is that.
Okay.
That's right. Yep. So that's a crab cake waffle.
Okay.
So you're going to take a little taste.
And then we've got some,
that's just like a little sriracha
onion and sriracha.
And we want it to be a little bit crispy, but still nice and soft and have its flavor in the middle.
It's soft.
And the question is why make it a waffle when you could just make it a crab cake?
Okay.
Well, because you can add more stuff to it. We make all these waffles, they have the little holes. You can add more sauces to things and all that.
That is true. Right? That is true.
So if you come down the line just a little bit, this is, green onions on your waffles. That's pretty normal, right? Nope. This is actually macaroni and cheese waffles.
Okay.
So we took our macaroni and cheese, we added extra cheese, some breadcrumbs and some eggs, and we put it in our big one here, and then we just let it go. And then it turns brown, and you get something you can pick up, right?
Right.
So macaroni and cheese you can pick up with your fingers, finger food, right?
So this is just macaroni, you put some egg with it too, and some bread to help,
And I like to use the white panko breadcrumbs, the Japanese ones. They don't have too much of that bread flavor to it. They just kind of absorb whatever flavor's going on. What do you think of that one? Okay?
This is really good.
That'll do okay?
This is really great.
All right.
This is really excellent. Okay.
And then we have the traditional American meal of potatoes and hamburgers, right? So we have a waffle made out of potatoes, and you can put ketchup on it and all that kind of stuff. The whole kind of thing is going to be easy to dunk. That's what we like about that. But the burgers here, they have more room for stuff. So this, we have a little cheeseburger, and then we have a burger with your traditional, and this is your no bun, keto friendly,
okay.
kind of
without the
there.
carbs, all that. So this is the potato one I have here, right?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. We'll find out.
And that takes a little bit longer to cook, and so that would go great with on the side of a cheeseburger or something like that. So a lot of fun stuff you could do.
These are actually really good. I'm a fan. Okay, Chef Stu, so are these all options that you actually have in your restaurants?
No, unfortunately, this is
Okay.
something we play with.
It's an experiment.
Right, so we do these waffles, the macaroni and cheese waffles, as kind of an appetizer station at parties when we do catering. It's a good late night event, you know, after dinner, everybody's had a little bit to drink, and we say, we're going to bring out some snacks. Now, a lot of people use pizza, and we could probably make a pizza waffle if you just give me a minute, but we made the macaroni and cheese waffles. It goes pretty good. You put toppings out, and people can, you know, like a potato bar, but it's macaroni and cheese bar.
Awesome. Now, how would you encourage somebody to try something new like this?
Well, the idea is look in your fridge and see what you already have. When you look at it, you're like, I'm not sure that would heat up well. Just try making it into a waffle. You'd be surprised.
Just trying to make it a different shape. That'll mix it up out. Absolutely. Chef Stu, as always, thank you so much for coming in, giving us a twist on some normal type of foods, making them different. Excellent. All right. If you would like more information about what Chef Stu offers over at Zeke's Island Cafe, his menu and so on, Zeke'sIslandCafe.com is the website. We'll also have those details posted on our website too at ourquadcities.com.